User entered your channel.
Okay, we're started, and you would just finish off Ross in the Sea, and we can start from right there.
Okay.
Could you give us some light?
Could be.
I got it. It's just a really big floor.
Yes, yes it is.
Oh. I'm gonna start by drinking one of my last potions. Considering. Oh, you never gave us the experience number, by the way. Do you want us to worry about that after the session?
Yeah, we can do that after. I had completely
Okay.
forgotten. My mistake. But I'll let you know. You're probably not going to get enough to level up to the next one.
Yeah, no.
Really? Oh, I was hoping.
Don't you get another D4? You said you drank a
Yes.
health potion, right?
Yeah. I wondering why I didn't heal all that much.
There you go.
There you go.
I mean, you got average.
Okay, Psycholog's fine with us just leaving him here.
Yeah, he'll be like, well, I'm not letting you leave until either Rosnacy is dead or...
Ah, that's right.
All right, questions.
All right, yes.
User entered your channel.
All right, so let's first ask Ross about his partnership.
He is going... I'm assuming you're going to wake him up after, tying down his arms and everything. He'll be like, haven't killed me yet. I'll give you whatever you want if you let me live.
I'm just gonna take a look at Artus and be like, not likely. In all honesty.
Well, then, clearly I have no reason to give you the information you seek.
That sounds fair.
You do realize when we kill you,
You ain't
you're
coming
not
back on this
going
shit.
to be coming back this time.
It sounds like you plan to kill me anyways, so why would I even worry about that? I'll just sit here, content in my knowledge that whatever horrible fate awaits me, you'll be joining me soon.
Well, here's the thing. We could just do it quickly, or we
Especially
could give you. Over to your snake boy.
He points at Yeldrin.
We could give you to Skeletor over here.
Is there any way to restoring that city?
Sekalok's gonna raise his snake eyebrow and just be like, "Are you talking about me?"
Well, is there any way that we can restore Artus's city without killing him?
You think you need to kill me to bring it back? Is that what Artus fed you? He just wants revenge.
Artus, you let your dick do the walking, and now you gotta talk.
Artus will kind of sheepishly say, "Okay, I'm not sure that killing him will bring him back, but it's the best lead I've had in, 150 years."
Well, all right then. What is a way that would...
He just said
not
150
require us
years.
to kill you, Ross.
Yeah,
It's well known that the Ring of Winter makes you immortal, and the city fell over 200 years ago.
Come on, pick up the pace here. Catch up with the rest.
Okay, we fell asleep through Dwarven history class. Well, Ross,
What's a history?
So,
do we
Ross,
have to kill you to make it, or is there another way? I'm going to.
I have no clue. They're the ones who banish themselves rather than submit themselves to my divine right of rule. Why don't you ask them? Oh, wait. He seems to be telling the truth, yeah. At the very least, he doesn't know of a way.
Okay. I'll turn to Artus and say, Artus, if we just kill him right away, will the city magically appear?
That was my running hope.
Your running hope.
I mean, yes.
You are a terrible liar.
Hey, you guys are the adventurers and sneak thieves.
Which one of us is a thief?
Or a
You're definitely the snake.
Are you talking to Artus?
No, I'm talking to the man who can literally slip into shadows.
Oh, I thought you said you were the snake. I was
No,
like,
I
that's
said-
oddly fitting for the
No,
area.
that's Sekalok, or whatever his name is.
Zekalok's gonna be like, can you hurry this up, please?
Well, right now I think the two options are we could either kill him fast, or we could give it to Sekalok, who probably will do some entertainingly horrible things.
All of those things so far don't seem to lead us any.
23 to
closer
hit it with my
answers.
shillelagh.
Are you crushing his head?
Yep. I'm done here.
I guess you are. And Sekalok's gonna be like, I thought I said I needed that head intact.
No, you didn't.
He did.
He totally
He
did.
totally did.
Get out of my sight.
Woo. Come on.
Fucking
Ross
idiots.
obviously didn't know anything. As a parent to all
There
the
were-
boss that
ooh,
came
there
out
were
of his
other
Abdul,
things.
silver lining. You weren't the one who fucked up this time.
That's true. That is true. There's a whole bunch of information regarding other things, not just the city, because we weren't sent about the city. We could.
What kind of carrot are you going to dangle over the head of a man who knows he's already dead?
I don't know, but maybe we could have figured something out
Yeah,
before
I'm not spending
just
2
one of
hours
us
in
murdering
here.
him.
Let's go.
Alright, Artus is
Alright.
going to lead you guys out and say, well, we've accomplished what we've set out to do. You've
We
clearly...
did it, really.
All
Yeah.
of
We
you.
wanted the Soulmonger, and we found a man.
We accomplished everything we set out to do, so I must leave you now.
Why did we follow this person here?
Are we sure he's not just a random guy who just happened to have the ring? Like,
Just a hobo found Artus's corpse.
yeah.
Is immortal corpse?
Hey, he can still die. He's just
I mean, he
immortal
probably
to...
just picked it
Oh,
up here
I guess
because
it's more
longevity.
unaging, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm gonna say to
I
Artis,
guess
well,
we'll
if you're
just have
leaving,
to
is there any
go
way you
to
can
that-
patch us up before you go? Because we have unfinished business here.
1 second. Let me just go do this. And he kind of walks out and whistles, and
Never returns.
a kobold will step out and be like, you called Artus?
Huh. He has a friendly kobold chauffeur.
Oh, yeah, I never introduced you? I swear, I could have sworn he was at the meeting.
What's its name?
His
Yes.
name is Dragonbait. He's been
Dragonbait.
following me for quite some time. He's a
23 on insight. Does he actually know its name?
no. His name. He will introduce himself as Dragonbait.
Oh,
He's a paladin that has been following Artus for some time, defending him.
A
course.
kobold
hey,
paladin.
Dragonbait, can you throw us a couple of healing spells our way, please?
Yes, he will top you off and cook you food.
oh my goodness.
Thanks, Dragonbait.
He'll be like, all right, it's time for us to go. Visiting hours are over, Mr. Artus, and he's gonna lead him away by the hand.
This is not helping his case that he might be just like some deranged guy who found the body of Artus.
Okay, well, look, I guess now what we have to do is go to that tower where we shove in all the puzzle pieces. It would have been nice to know a bit more about that from Ross, but I guess we weren't going to
How
be able to get
exactly
that
were
from
you
him.
planning to
I don't
ask him
know.
about it?
I don't know. Maybe we could have figured something out, especially
I'm a-
since killing him only got that asshole some jollies.
I mean, you could have lied to him that you would convince Sekalok to not murder him and then try and
Yeah,
convince him
against my
that
law of
way.
nature.
Fair enough.
Hey,
Not in your nature.
It's
I like
too
how
late
the-
for
Ruined.
regrets.
I like how
Rules
the
of
dwarf-
nature.
How dwarf think.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna I agree with the whole sentence to death thing, considering, but
yeah,
then
one,
again-
we promised Artis. 2, Sekalok would not have let us get away if we let him live either.
yeah,
You know,
like
why did
not to
we
mention
kill
he's
more
now the
Lichens?
governing ruler of this area.
Well,
I mean-
no, there's no point bothering with it anymore. Let's
I
go to
will
the
admit,
tower
I
and-
regret hitting him on the head.
Yeah, you kind of burnt that bridge almost immediately with that.
Yeah.
You're really
Well,
good at
whatever
that, you
goodwill
guys.
we had with Sethalok is whatever little there was is not there.
it's no
anymore.
longer.
Yeah,
the
you're
cause.
really good at doing that, guys.
The long
Like,
where's
solace is
shocking.
that I didn't cause the issues here.
Where's
I
this
think
tower?
I think just about all of us.
The obelisk with everything was at 14, I believe. So, do you want to rest before going there, or are you just heading straight?
Well, we
We should
yeah,
rest
you know
and
what?
get our spells back
short
if we
rest
can
at
find a
least, so I can
place.
get my spell slots.
I would prefer a long rest because I've used almost all my spells.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Like, I would consider that, like,
Days worth. Yeah.
yeah. Especially since you went into that fight half dead from slaves and Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
But, so you can full rest and you're going to head to the...
Obelisk.
Okay, I need to bounce you around.
Tormentor.
I'm sorry. Because it's really far down on the list. I think it's going to be...
Oh wow, that was old school. That was Camp Vengeance.
That's
Yeah.
when Xerax was still in the party.
Oh, was he on the map?
Yeah.
I wonder whatever happened to that guy.
All we know is
He
that he had the
died in
mayo
a tragic mayonnaise accident.
Only we could have kept that
My mayo
jar.
jar.
Oh,
well.
that's I've kind of just assumed you've been using it for water sources,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
okay, here we
if
go.
we haven't cleaned that thing in a while, that mayo's starting to turn.
Is that the new cleric archetype? Turn mayo.
Sticks to mayo.
It was we did one.
Hey, that fits in Chult. You can get rid of the invaders.
Okay.
Anyway, so
I'll do as we arrive. I'll do 2 charges in my staff for Barkskin.
Sure. So, near the base of the cliffs, a 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone is draped with vines and black moss. Behind it, you see a dark passageway obscured by withered creepers. A second, smaller tunnel burrows into the base of a cliff to the east.
Be careful of that black moss. You might get.
Looking at the creepers, do they look like assassin vines or anything we've currently discovered was a monster?
No.
I don't like the bemusement in your voice.
They're not literal.
No, I just find it
creatures,
hilarious that
right?
you always ask about assassin vines, and remember, you can't tell.
No, that's right.
Are they assassin's vines?
So the obelisk here has just 9 different slots, right?
No, it actually doesn't. The door behind it does.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Anything on the obelisk? Any writing?
Let's see.
I do imagine we still have our cartographer with us or whatever to translate.
That's true, but he's getting the willies about this place.
It says Gary was
Yes.
here. Ash is a loser.
If you clear the vines and moss from the south face of the obelisk, there's a message carved in common.
All right, what's it say?
You all should have gotten a handout.
Yep. Fear the night when
Not
the
correct,
forsaken
the
one
eternal.
sees his death.
A Sararak.
Sararak, okay. What is
It
this?
looks
High school
like-
poetry shit?
It looks like we have something over to the right here.
Yeah, that looks like some
what's
sort of
down
a
this
pedestal.
hallway?
Sure, if you look down there. Alcoves run the length of a narrow tunnel, each one featuring a bestial statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil.
Okay.
Keys
What
turn
As
on
you
the
walk
inside
by-
only.
As you walk by, each of the braziers in front of them burst into fire.
Oh.
Brazier.
Brazier.
Does it hurt him?
No, they just light up
It-
like a torch.
So what do the statues specifically
That's
have?
Socia 40.
So, the ones to your north and south right now are a Jakuli and a Sioux monster,
Okay. Next.
an Almirage and a Zorbo,
Okay.
Does it all sound familiar?
an Eblis and a Froghemoth,
Yep.
and then a Grung and a Commodon, and as you step to there, you hear a third one light up, but you can't see it.
Can I detect magic?
There is magic, an aura of divination magic on the statues, and the basins give off conjuration.
Okay. That makes
So wait,
sense.
what were the two that were between? Or like, there was 3. One was in between what two?
One stands in between them.
Well, no. What were the brazier or whatever they're called? The lamps. Like, what was on each of them?
Nothing, they just burst in. There was oil, and they just burst into flames when you walked
Wait a
by.
second. The enemies oppose. Is this a hint? This might be a hint about telling us something in the future.
Yeah.
like-
Wait a minute. Okay. So, in the legend that we heard, who were either all of these pairs are enemies with each other, or there's only a specific pair of statues, I think, that are.
If you
enemies?
recall, so the Jakuli and the Sioux monster fought, the Almirage and Zorbo hated each other, the Eblis and the Froghemoth, the Eblis
They
stole
fought,
from the
yeah.
Froghemoth, and the Grung and the Commodon hated each other. So they
Right,
could
okay.
all be considered enemies of each other.
Okay, so one stands between them. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen, though.
Keys turn on the inside only. That might mean that this door may not open until we figure out how to get inside it. But we have yet to explore most of this place, or even try the door, so... Not to fret, one stands between them. Is there an animal that wasn't mentioned in this list of,
You know the
List of
snail
6.
isn't in these statues.
Snail? Oh, right. I wonder,
Oh,
is there a way we can put out the braziers?
There is not. They're just lit.
Yeldrin. How taxing is it for you to cast darkness?
It takes 2 key points.
Is that a lot?
I have 8 right now, and I
I'm
get them back
wondering
every year if I meditate for 30 minutes.
I'm wondering if we can somehow put out all of these cauldrons and exacerbate a state of darkness in here.
It's a 20-foot radius, so it might be 20-foot diameter. Let me double check.
wait a minute, guys. Why don't we just wait for nighttime?
Because the braziers light themselves with conjuration. You need to put them out.
Right, but I mean, for all we know, they don't light up during the night.
It's
possible.
I see what you're saying.
What's your passive wisdom?
And mine is
Abdal?
13. Or, sorry, 16.
Mine is 12.
With your passive perception and also with the bonus because you heard a third one light up, you notice a secret door to your east.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I'll try to
I
open
think
the
it's
door.
enough, but it never is. You can
Yeah.
open it. There's another
Okay.
statue. It's lit.
Bam.
Fam. Is it a snail?
Yes.
Can we move the statue?
No. However,
Is the statue?
there is a
the
golden
statue holding
pendant
a
shaped
mask?
like an eye hanging on the Unk statue.
What's hanging on the Unk statue?
A golden
pendant.
pendant shaped like an eye.
Can you detect its magic if it's magical?
Yeah, do I?
It has an aura of divination.
Huh.
Divination is usually used in communication. Maybe it's looking at us. If it's just divination, maybe it's not trapped. Perhaps we should try to remove it.
Don the mask or
Now, where's the Unk statue?
East.
This one.
Oh, it is that one. Okay, the snail. Yeah, I'll touch the pendant.
Nothing happens.
All right, I'll try to put on the pendant.
You can put it on.
Does anything happen?
No.
RBC. The enemies opposed, one stands between them. That's the snail, and darkness it hides. That's I think is the snail. I think those 3 passages refer to the.
Yeah.
Why
Don
don't
the
we look at
mask
the?
or be seen. I mean,
Don't have a
maybe
mask
the
yet.
eyes.
No.
So
Let's look at-
or be seen, which I think is the eye.
Let's take a look at this door.
All right.
Sure.
Okay. What's on the door?
Well, first, I'm assuming you don't just fly through a wall, you go like this.
Yeah.
As you get closer to the obelisk, you feel pulled towards the east.
Towards back to the snail statue.
No. Or west, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
got my cardinal directions wrong.
Wheat.
okay. I
Okay.
feel like I'm being pulled this way.
But I'm
It
presumably
seems to
by
always
the,
want you to go this way. Whenever you walk up to here, it's not forcing you to move, but you feel it pulling you back
Okay.
if you try and walk.
Gotcha.
And it only lasts till about right here.
Till here? Okay,
Yes.
I'll do a perception, I guess, to see if I notice anything anywhere.
I'll perceive too. 12.
No, you don't seem to notice anything.
Casts abjuration too.
9.
Yes. I'm
No, there
sure
doesn't seem to be anything off about this.
Do I detect magic?
There is no magic.
What I'll try is, since this pendant is an eye, I'll try covering my own eyes.
Nothing
anything
happens.
happen? Okay, closing my eyes.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
Close the eye of the pendant. I guess by covering it.
I'll try covering the eye of the pendant.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay, so.
But
Dunham asks,
it
"Are
pulled
we
me
seeing
here.
Speak no truth to the doomed child."
Question.
Hmm.
From where I'm standing, is it pulling me towards the ground, to a wall?
No, towards the east or west every time.
Towards the west. So, like, from where I'm standing, just keep
Towards the
going over
west.
here?
Yeah, but then it stops.
Then it stops here. Okay, because I thought it stopped here.
Oh no, it did stop there. I'm sorry.
Oh.
So if you were here, it would kind of pull you this way. No matter where you're standing, you're pulled that way. But it
If you go
seems
one to the-
you can, with testing, you can tell it only happens when you're within 10 feet of the obelisk, and it always pulls you west.
So when I'm 10
So when
feet
you're
of the
here,
obelisk,
it pulls you west. If you're here, it pulls you west. If you're here, it pulls you west. Always west.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Wait, so it's down north?
It's
we're using cardinals as
basically,
north and
it's
south.
pulling, if I'm 10 feet within the obelisk, I'm always pulled to this row of stuff.
Yes, if you're
Okay.
within. So he's always pulled this way.
Okay.
But it stops.
But then
at
it
where
It
I'm,
stops
like,
at
the rail
10
we're
feet.
standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once I
Inspect
cross
the
this line, I
wall
don't
here.
feel like going west anymore. I'm not pulled.
No. And it seems to just be a stronger impulse when you're closer to the obelisk.
It's
Yeah,
like
you
it's
know what?
pulling you
Then
away,
I'm gonna
pushing you
bring it
away.
over to the obelisk.
Sure.
Does anything happen?
Nope.
Touch it.
I'll touch the obelisk.
You touch
I
the
meant
obelisk.
The eye touched the obelisk.
Touch the eye to the obelisk. Fine.
Nothing happens.
Okay, can we go back to this door?
Okay.
I want to go to door.
A short tunnel ends at a slab of worked stone whose edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. 4 lines engraved at the center of the slab cross one another to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. 8 cavities in all.
8 cavities, huh?
So this is kind of important.
Oh.
My.
And just
This
taking a look
right?
at the puzzle cubes in our possession.
Yeah.
Are the
Three,
ind-
four.
I'm sorry, I
are
think I
there
took you the
indents in
wrong...
those patterns, or?
That's that thing. It mentions that there should be a map of this. Okay, never mind. But so if there is no map, unfortunately. But if what I'm understanding is, it's essentially there are 8 holes and they form a star with lines drawn between them. So there's essentially a line connecting 2 holes, 4 in all. So if I were to like lay it out, let's see if I can draw this.
Is it similar to the
underneath
way
you.
the statues are laid out?
No. If anything, I think it's more like this.
Is it just kind of okay? Oh, okay. And then
And-
there are lines sort of crisscrossing, or just sort
Like
of?
that. And so
Okay.
the squares on the outer edges are the holes, and then there's a line running through the center.
Right.
Okay. The enemies
Right.
oppose. One stands between them.
Yeah.
How-
The
I mean-
problem is we do have 9 puzzle tiles, and these are 8. So let's try putting the enemies across from each other.
Right.
Like
Where is everyone
we
going to
saw
be,
with
by the
statues.
way? This is mildly
I'll
important.
stand where I am here. I'm gonna be just
I'm moving
investigating the
back.
obelisk while the others are.
I will put square into hole.
I guess formation. I'll be at the front. We'll
Okay,
be
so how are you
pieces
doing it?
Together.
Like, how are we configuring?
Yes, how are you putting them in?
All right. So presumably each puzzle cube relates to one of the figures in the legend, right?
Yes, it's pretty clear that they
Right.
they match the animals.
All right. So, I'm an orc. I am dumb. Who wrote down the legend?
Hmm.
What about referencing the way the statues are put in order in the east?
Yeah, that's what I mentioned.
We should go clockwise, starting with the top left.
All right. Well, someone should go look at that and then. Tell us.
Okay, I'll walk over there.
If you put it in clockwise, nothing seems to happen.
Obviously, that means we have to go counterclockwise.
Wouldn't that just be the same? You're just doing it in a separate direction?
Isn't that just clockwise with additional steps?
I
Neither
don't
of those
understand
seem
the
to do
issue here.
anything.
Okay.
What if you put the enemies in each together?
One stance.
That wouldn't make sense with the warning. It would says the enemies oppose.
Well, no, I mean like you put the one on one side, the other
Wait,
on the other
hold-
side,
hold
but
on.
instead of just putting them one after the other.
Don't forget, you put all but the unk anywhere, so
Well,
Try
we
and
have
see
9
if you
things.
can't
there's only
just
8 things.
like sort of take the unk and just sort of not place it in the middle because there isn't a hole in the middle, but just sort of put it there with your hand, hold it up.
That does not seem to do anything. Also, I'm assuming since you mentioned it, you were up at the door, but nothing happens.
Yeah.
All right. So we tried clockwise, counterclockwise. And we tried putting 2 and 2 in together. What other ways can we do it?
All right. Well, so presumably the following the order of the room was going clockwise, and that didn't seem to do it.
What about following the way they're mentioned in the story?
Yeah, we should still have it. I'm guessing the translator had a transcript of the legend.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we go with that sort of order with
That's what I
whoever's
was-
mentioned first having their opposed character be, in the opposite square, would that cause
Opposite as
anything?
in what?
Okay,
Like-
so for instance, let's say Jeff the Unk is the first. I know that's not it.
Unk didn't
But
have
he
an
would
enemy.
start in this square here. And so
In-
Jeff's enemy, Bill, the
Oh, across the line then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm assuming you don't use the Unk because the Unk didn't have an enemy in
Yeah,
the story.
no, the
but...
Unk. Yeah. No.
Okay, well when you
We're
do
going
that,
in order of introduction in the legend.
yeah, that's fine. When you set them up across from each other with enemies, you hear a clunk, and a stone seems to be descending 20 feet behind you,
Oh,
as if to cut
Behind
you
us.
off.
gotcha.
It
Okay.
is descending here.
Wait, descending where?
Oh,
It has not fallen yet. If you wish to escape, give me an athletics.
Alstead.
The door closes. Or the door opens on the inside, so I'm gonna try and
I
stick
can't
around.
make it in a turn. I can make it by double move.
Oh, with the bolt. So you hear the stone coming.
You
from...
guys probably want to get in, maybe. But I'm not gonna try and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stick-
Well,
I'll
make
stick.
a choice. Anyone who's trying to get in or out, make me an athletics.
Crap.
As you Indiana Jones this shit.
Pretty much.
Let me double check something because I got a feat last level. Give me 1 second.
I believe that one boosted acrobatics, but I might be wrong. Go ahead and check.
Okay. Squat nimble. Advantage on strength athletics or dexterity checks. Oh wait, no, that's for escaping grapples. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll try to go in as well.
Sure. Give
And
me a
I need to
roll.
use an athletics.
Yes.
Alright, I guess I'll try and make it too.
All right, you'll make it in.
Well, Ron, I think you do a pretty good job of that.
Ooh. Combat roll.
15.
You'll make it in as well.
Okay.
And you all
Nope.
slide underneath
And now
as
we're all trapped.
Yes.
Well, hold on. On the door that came down, is there a hole in it?
There is not. It completely seals off the light.
We can all see in the dark, right?
You
Yeah.
can,
It's
but
on the mask or be seen.
however, once it locks into place, you hear a hissing noise as something bellows out from the relief skulls on the door. Everyone give me con saves.
Ah,
Hey,
crap.
I gotta put. Remember, take that extra +3.
Do we have advantage on this?
No.
Okay.
All right.
18.
18.
24.
Okay. Okay, so you're all fine there.
Can
What are
we
you
tell
going
what
to
it
do?
is? Is it some sort of gas?
Yes. Seems caustic.
Can we try breaking down the thing in front of us?
Try.
All right, let's do that.
No truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only.
Let's see, I believe both of them are made out of worked stone. So let me go look that up real fast.
Sure.
Here we go. Objects. It is huge.
Wait, Halstead, don't you have something that can... oh, wait, no, it's not worked stone. It's
Oh, I
anything...
have stone shape, all right.
Yeah, but can you not use it on worked stone?
Oh, I can. But it has to be 5 feet in thickness.
It's about 5 feet.
Want to just make a door?
Yeah.
I don't want to expend a 4th level spell right off the bat. Considering that this is not my fault this time.
Hey, I didn't say come in. I said I'm gonna stick around and try and see if there's a way in.
I'm gonna try to turn these not like these puzzle boxes. Can they turn?
They cannot.
Okay.
But you're around. Anyone else?
Just gonna try to punch the thing down.
Sure. Give me an attack roll.
Wow.
Bonk.
How do you miss?
To be fair, this is more of he fails to strike it because
Yeah,
objects
fair enough.
actually gain AC.
Yeah.
It's more of you
I'm gonna
can't
try
find
again.
purchase.
And actually, I'm gonna spend a key point to get Flurry of Bows on this shit.
Sure.
So 20 for
20 would hit.
12 damage, and then 2 fists. 18 and 9.
An 18 would hit.
So
9 would-
20 damage overall.
Damage overall. Okay.
Is
See.
the wall in front of us, I guess, for my thing to do, is the wall in front of us completely smooth?
You
As
mean
in,
which?
there's no, can I, oh, okay, I want to find out if there's anything useful on the wall in front of us, the one that
It's
Abdel and I
it's a
are-
door.
That's the door, okay.
Yes, that's the door with the puzzle cubes. Have you been
Puzzle
paying
cubes.
attention?
Yes, I just got mixed up as where the puzzle keys were. And the 8 are arranged in that grid, and there is no additional slots opened up.
Nope. Instead, we got trapped.
We're getting gassed.
Actually, hold on. Is the
Wow, this is not politically correct.
is the top walled off?
Yes.
Okay.
You're completely
Sure.
sealed in.
Wouldn't
Gotcha.
be very effective otherwise.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like let's just climb out, but okay. Knowing that, I'm gonna try and attack the same spot that Yeldrin did.
He's kind of in the way. I'd give it an increase in armor.
All right. 16.
That wouldn't do it. So you're not able
Would
to
or
find
wouldn't?
purchase. That would not. You're not able to
Oh.
find purchase on the stone.
All right, I'll try again. 25
That would.
for 9 more.
Okay, it seems to be cracking. Alright. Alstad, you tried turning. Vormash, what are you going to do with your turn?
Let's see. Keys turn on the inside only. Just to make sure, the cubes all had the same face, right? Like they didn't have different faces on different sides of them.
No, it was... They just showed a animal on one side, and then the rest were just generic cube.
And they were arranged as such. Did we try turning every direction? Or
Yes.
okay. So this shit will not turn.
It's unturnable.
And it's my turn. I can't turn. Speak no truth to the I think. Okay. So the riddle is obviously steps. I think we missed one. So yeah, I'm going to. If I have reached, does the wall have additional armor?
Halberds would not be an effective tool for breaking a wall.
All right. How about a longsword?
Can't reach it.
Okay, fine. Well,
What's he trying to reach?
The wall.
The crack. Yeah, slashing wouldn't really work so great on that anyway. So.
Yeah, only reason I'm having them do damage is because Abdal's still using a great hammer, right?
Yeah, it's a
Or
I believe,
maul
like
or
a big
something.
maul or something.
Those are actually effective at breaking
Yeah,
stone.
because they bludgeon, like slashing at a wall doesn't really.
And somehow a monk's fists are effective as well.
Because
years of training.
That's true.
I've done nothing
Don't
but break
have years,
minerals
Humphrey.
with my hands for 3 years.
No, this is a culmination of years of training. Anyway. Let me
Handed down, but from the Steelbreaker family for generations.
Is you finished?
I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna roll a perception to see if there's anything of note in this room. Why not? 19.
Who could have guessed? There are trap holes in the ornamental skulls, and there was a raised platform where the stone was going to come down.
Yep.
In
In
other
other
words,
words, we
other
should
than
have
not
seen
myself.
this coming.
We never see
wait,
it
they're
coming.
They're coming under the ornamental skulls, right?
Yes.
How big are the skulls?
Skull-sized?
Normal human skulls? Alright,
Yes.
I put my fingers into the eye sockets.
Aren't they coming out of the mouths and nose?
They're coming out of the mouths. There's a hole
Head
hidden
and
in each of
shoulders,
them.
knees and toes.
So they're just coming out of every opening of the skull.
No, just the mouth.
Just the mouth. Alright. Can I try to close the mouth?
Make me a dex check as the gas pushes back.
19.
You've blocked off one of them. There are 5 more.
Alright. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that was my action.
This is
Yep.
literally like putting your thumb in the damn hole.
Well, everyone give me another constitution save.
+3.
Well, that's
9.
me.
21.
Alright, that 9...
Oh no, I'm inspired.
You're inspired? I see.
Inspired. 16?
You're gonna feel really silly. Alright, so those who failed, so Vormash and Halstad, take 1 poison and 9 acid.
Ow.
Boy,
So
that's
0
terrible.
poison and 9 acid for
Yeah.
Halstad.
Yep. Okay, I'll try to remove the cubes.
You can remove them all, yes. Got them
And
back.
nothing changes.
It still keeps spewing out its gas.
And the doors haven't opened.
No.
At least this
But at least we
time.
got our cubes back.
About my cube.
At least this time when acid is
Alright,
pouring
I'm
out,
gonna
it's
cut-
not
I'm
my
gonna-
fault.
I'm gonna call out, we can just close the skulls.
There's 5 of them and 4 of us, you fool.
Punching
maybe-
and quarterstaffs.
Go for it.
But maybe with less skulls.
Go hit.
There
For
would be
8
less
damage,
gaps.
okay.
And yeah, like I said, like before, I'm gonna spend a key point to get 2 extra attacks.
Sure.
22 to hit.
As
For
well,
another
20.
12.
Okay.
Unarmed.
Will hit as well. 29, alright. That will hit.
And 7 more
Okay,
damage.
you'll open up a hole you can squeeze through, and some of the gas starts letting out.
Time to move out.
Yep, moving out through the hole.
It'll take an acrobatics to squeeze through a hole that small.
Acrobatics.
Oh.
Damn.
I'll say that's okay.
11.
We'll
Yay.
both get out. Oh, Will gets stuck with
get
blocks
stuck.
Vormash.
Oh, God.
He's plugging it up with his stout
Scenario.
dwarven body.
It's
Push
it's
him
like
like,
that time I
uh,
got
Can
stuck
I,
at
Uber.
Rabbit's
Can
house.
I butt him out with my halberd?
Strength check.
I'd say strength check.
Alright.
Or if you have some form of grease.
Shouldn't have eaten all that mayo.
Alright, he'll fire out like a cork. However, that was your action. Vormash, you have to stay.
Alright, let's go.
Give me one last con save.
You got it.
All right, you're fine. Give me an acrobatics.
Oh, this is what I'm less excited about.
Dude.
You literally, you somehow,
Trip.
you run back and go to jump forward, and you fall prone back here.
I slip on the gas. Okay.
Yes,
I'm
give me
gonna
one
go
more
Oh,
con
hang on,
save.
hang on. Can I use my movement to get up?
Yes, you can get standing. But
All right, and then con save.
yes, one more turn. You're fine.
For
Let's
my turn
try
this
it.
round, can I try to break it a little bit more so he has a little bit easier time?
You can just do that. That's fine. So it'll be a less of a check. Give me one more acrobatics, Vormash. Okay, you're through.
Yay!
And the gas continues to bellow out of the hole you
All right,
made.
well, let's get very far away from the vent.
How much gas can this thing...
I'm gonna
Produce.
say
Whoops.
quite a bit.
Did I just get disappeared?
Yeah, you actually deleted Ron too.
Oh, I thought I just hit Avdol. I'm sorry.
No.
Everything's gone dark. Will I dream?
All right.
Boost back row ready.
I
Baby.
actually think closing the skulls might do something.
We can't though. We
I
can block
did.
them
If
up.
you wait a minute, the gas peters out and it eventually filters out and you can enter back in. It never goes back up, if
Right.
that's what you're wondering. Like,
Alright.
you can squeeze back through, and if you want to
Can
mess
we-
with anything.
Can we take some time to break the wall so that we don't have to make acrobatics going in and
Yes,
out?
that's fine.
Okay.
Well, you can make a hole large enough that you could squeeze through. If you break all of it, the stone will just keep coming down like Tetris.
Mhm.
Do, 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 do.
Anyway, so I'd like to try closing another skull, please.
Oh no, I thought you were just plugging up the hole with your finger. You didn't actually close anything. It's a stone relief.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
once you
I-
left,
I-
it
It's
got
carved
unplugged.
in there, man.
All right.
How big can the stone skull's mouth, like how open is it?
You couldn't fit a hand in, if that's what you're asking.
Can I
Does
fit a rock in it?
does the
You probably
amulet
could, but that might
react
not
to the
do.
door at all?
It does not.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I reached my hand into one of those skull mounds.
I
You
literally
already
just
did to block
said
it off.
No, I
it's
know.
not
Is there
big enough
anything-
to fit.
Is there anything else in it?
No, you can't fit your hand in, like I just said.
What about a quarterstaff? Can I
That's
stick
a bit
that
too
in?
big.
Okay.
The quarterstaff's like a good, inch or two wide in radius, right?
Some quarterstaffs are like an inch wide, I think.
That's still too big, because this was a hidden hole. Like,
Okay.
It's not like there was just like a gaping hole that it just started spewing out of. Way.
Okay. Well, something's supposed to happen, but I'm not exactly sure what. Do each of these things look identical?
Yes. All the holes are identical.
There wasn't any way to fit the snail in the middle of this.
There was not.
Let me go in the middle and just inspect the ground.
Nothing seems off, it's just dirt.
And the ceiling?
Stone.
And this happened because we pushed the plate, right?
No, as soon as you socket in the last puzzle piece of the opposing animals, the trapdoor dropped and the gas was released.
I need to take a look at the handout again real quick.
And I shouldn't have gotten rid of Artus.
Yeah.
Speak no truth to the child.
Don the mask or be seen.
I'm guessing because there were other people here without the mask, we were seen, and that triggered the trap of some sort.
We got a little friend poking in here. I don't know what that. You want to hide that or not?
I think we're
No, there.
we may have some trouble.
That's
There's
intentional.
things staring at you.
Do I recognize it?
Roll me an Arcana.
They're cassowaries.
Yes,
13.
on top of a cliff.
9.
They look like stone creatures with wings.
I have
You
no
you
clue
think
what
they're
this is.
cassowaries?
Evil
love that
flying
cartoon.
birds. Just like that Hydra was obviously multi-shark.
That Hydra was just a mop.
Dun 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 dun.
I got it.
I mean, I'd say a 13 is enough to recognize them. They are gargoyles, but they're just perched, staring.
I could. Yes. Okay. They are creatures,
Yes.
not just statues. Okay. On the masterpiece scene. Speak no truth, the doomed child.
Are we the doomed child?
I hope not. I know.
Are we
I
collectively a child?
I mean,
You're
we
about
have
as
the
smart as
intelligence of
one.
Yeah, I'm just about ready to start carving a swan horn, whatever that is. Get ready to blow it. Hell is a swan horn?
Are you looking up a swan horn?
We got a letter, remember? It said, Lord Brixton's letter. If you get into trouble, sound the swan horn twice and we'll come running.
I don't
It's
recall
the letter.
that.
It says, Rude,
Yeah.
Devlin has a lead on the Eye of Zaltek. The old goat found an obelisk in the north that marks the entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods. The eye must be within, but the door is magically locked. We think the secret to open it lies in the
Wait,
holy
the eye must
shrines.
be within. Oh yeah, he's looking for the obelisk.
We're headed into the ruins to check them out. God's willing, we'll be back tonight. Rasta sees certain people are on the prowl, so be careful. If you get into trouble, sound this one horn twice and we'll come running. For the yellow banner, Lord Brixton.
Okay, that was from
probably
the
want
previous campment.
Yeah.
Okay.
actually.
I am going to kind of point this out because, like, you haven't explored all of the outer area.
Okay.
We still have that amphitheater with the T-Rex.
No, not even that. I mean, like, this area. You've
Just
all been
map.
over
Okay,
here.
so,
Like,
well,
there's
I
more
just-
to the
okay,
outside
so
here.
Since it was pulling me west, I'm gonna start going this way. And the adventure ends
Like-
here.
I mean,
Okay, so there's nothing that way.
no.
Doesn't seem to be anything over here.
Obviously, here's what we need to do.
It was this line, wasn't it? This area where it stops, 10 feet out?
Yes.
We want to check the soil. Is it loose?
It is not.
I'm gonna go into the tree.
It's a tree. You find some
Yeah,
fruits.
I know. I do not like that they are looking at me, so I'm hiding under a tree.
I see.
I go and look at a gargoyle.
I'm gonna.
It stares
What about
back at you.
What about the north face of this obelisk? Is there anything written on there?
There's nothing else written on the obelisk if you clear it off.
Okay.
What about? Okay, that's the temple.
World's greatest adventures.
Anything over here?
There is not.
Okay.
As you walk towards there, something catches your eye in the bushes in between the two trees.
Oh?
Not sure what.
I'm gonna mention this to the other people before I get knifed, apparently. I'm guessing.
I'll
Over
come
in
back.
three?
But I'll
in
make
case you're
a
knifed.
perception.
Sure.
19?
Something seems off about the cliff there.
21. Do I detect magic?
You do not.
I'll poke the
I think
cliff.
21 doesn't.
It's a
tell me
bit.
anymore?
It's a bit looser than you'd expect a cliff face to be.
I will punch the cliff.
Your fist sinks right in, and when you pull it out, some kind of crumbles away.
Lads, let's get to digging. Dwarf way.
All right, you're gonna dig out the soft ground.
Oh, yes.
Right. Clear it out.
Ooh, that's a handy little feature.
Oh,
And
good.
there's something ahead of you. Pulling aside the heavy undergrowth, you uncover an archway in the cliff face. Some skulls peer down from the lintel, and old bones litter the threshold. As light strikes the entrance, a swarm of bats screeches out from within.
These are regular skulls, or are these stone relief skulls?
Okay.
There's
A
both.
For the record, a lintel is a horizontal support of timber, stone, concrete, or steel across the top
Aha.
of a door or window. I
Okay.
had to look that one up.
Not to be confused with a lentil. which is a
Uncultured
delicious type of food.
swine. Ew, you
Yeah,
like
at first I thought you
lentils?
said lentil, and I was like,
I like lentils. As a soup.
Lentils are like the bargain bin cheapest food possible that still lets you sustain life.
They're the starch of the East. I love lentils.
Yeah, they make a great
Anyway,
soup.
anyway, let's
Lentils.
not.
Yes,
articulate
yes,
it
yes,
in
yes.
that
This-
word.
With a
People like
cursory check, you can tell that the bones here are not humanoid, or at least not human.
Can we
13
make
on the door.
perception to see if there's more poison gas holes?
There aren't. And you see in front of you, a slab of worked stone blocks the overgrown tunnel some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls mark the edge of the slab, in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in 3 rows of 3.
9
so-
cavities.
Now I bring you to this one.
I see.
Oh.
Was that
That's-
fake?
So wait.
Can we just say we do the same confirmation, but with the snail in the middle?
You're gonna have
We
to
can
figure it
actually
out.
move these.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move these.
Oh.
They gave
Oh,
me
yeah,
this,
roll.
and by God, you're going to do it.
Alright, so let's start. Which one is the one that we would, who has no enemies?
It's Unk. I was holding him a second ago, and then stop it.
Okay, everyone needs to stop moving things for right now, because I'm still giving people control over the ones in the bottom left. Your stupid character icons are blocking off the the gear for me to
Oh.
modify them.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
there
so
are
Unk
the 8.
Clearly
And,
goes in the middle.
okay, you've put Unk in the middle.
Okay, so let's
Door
start
opens. Woo!
with the crane. Who was the crane's enemy?
That's the Iblis,
Iblis, sorry.
and the Iblis's
Yeah,
enemy was the frog.
dumbass.
Behemoth, I think.
I'll give you the list, because you figured it out from the gallery of the
Yeah.
gods. It was Jakuli and Soulmonger, Almirage and Zorbo, Eblis and Froghemus. Iblis is an actual bird, I think. Maybe I think of Ibis. And
No,
Grung
Frog-
and Commodon.
Yeah, so Froghemoth is this guy.
Yeah.
He either
so
goes
put him-
here or he goes here.
Mhm.
Well, can he also go diagonally?
Here,
Hey,
diagonally.
This is the Zorbo.
That would make the Zorbo and the Froghemoth enemies.
It just says the enemies oppose. I'm not sure if that means diagonal or not. Let's just keep filling these in by enemy
Yep.
type.
So the Zorbo's enemy was
Zorbo and Almirage.
is Almirage that creepy bear-looking thing, or
You don't
That's a
remember.
monkey.
well, we remembered when we were putting him in the wrong door. But yeah, okay.
The Almirage is Ejin. Just remember which god is which.
The Almirad is what?
Ejin. It's the rabbit.
Oh, okay. I was about to say what shrine that was, but yeah.
What?
Ah,
This is the Grung, right?
the Grun was the frog, yeah.
Yes.
Guy.
And wasn't his the panther?
The Shagambi.
Yeah, the Shigambi. I remember that much.
And that would mean the snake and the monkey were enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you put that one there, all of the puzzle cubes fire out and electricity arcs between all of you.
Whoa!
They're safe.
No, 22 electricity damage to everyone.
We
Mark it
don't
down
have
for
anything
now.
to...
Use your character sheet.
Right.
Oh, right. I remember how much damage I got in the last one. Was that 11?
You
Yeah,
took-
11.
Yeah.
Or 10. Because
There was 1 and 9, and if you have resistance to poison, or to
no,
poison.
I do not.
All of them
That's-
shoot out, huh?
Yes.
Ow, that hurt.
Hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna sort of step out of the hallway while I ponder, just in case someone decides to try a new combination, and it's
Sure.
wrong.
So you've stepped out, so now you have 3 people in front of the puzzle cube.
Puzzle cube.
The puzzle cubed. Hmm. I just have to assume that that's correct. That in itself is correct, but I don't know if like ones that were correct stay in, or if it's some weird stuff like that.
Nothing happens when you put that one in.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's once we fit in the 9th cube, everything either works or goes to hell. So
Yeah. Did the snail have any kind of interactions in any of the stories with any of the other ones?
No.
Hmm.
do we happen to have the story like on hand?
You do.
Yeah.
Do I need to go look it up?
I mean, it would help.
Is it a handout? Can you just give it to us?
I think you should already have it then, because I think I gave you the handout.
Let's have a look at the handouts that were
Players' handouts into chapter 5. Chapter 3 maybe. Player handouts.
We have some puzzle cube handouts, but nothing that gives us the legend.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'll look it up then real fast. Oh, there we go, the legend. Here we go. I can just show you this to you. That works.
Legend of the 9 Gods. Okay.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah.
It's probably loading.
It showed everyone.
That's
Yeah.
not going. Even in the
Yeah,
resource pool,
no,
it's got
it's
like some
blank.
sort of weird icon.
Oh, GM notes visible to GM. That's kind of dumb. Maybe I want to show it to you all. Well, I'll just copy and paste it then.
Right.
Or I can read it out. So one morning, a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Omuans. To convince Ubtao of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily Almirage to help her. The Almirage snuck recklessness into the pot, which she saw as a virtue, and Ubtao spat out the stew when he tasted it. From that on, Obolaka the Zorbo and Ijin the Almirage became terrible enemies. At noon, a brave Commodon hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in Omuan's hearts and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil.
Wait, was there a time connected to the when the what's it called came out of
Morning.
the tree? Morning. So that would be probably, we could say that would be 1 or 2, maybe. But at noon,
yeah.
there was another situation happening. So
Okay, so
we
when you
have to
put those
assume-
two in like that, I'm assuming anytime you actually place them on the tiles, you're placing them.
Yeah.
So nothing happens when you do that. Anyways, continuing. At noon, a brave Commodon hopped down from the rock. She wanted to lance the evil like a boil. They fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the riverbank, and a crafty grung stole it. In her rage, Shigambi the Commodon forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nang Nang the grung forever across the sky.
Okay, wait, which one's the Kamarag? Is it this one?
The Commodon is the,
The one with the weird smiley face?
Shigambi is... That's the, Jaguar with snakes.
Oh, the Jaguar with eyes. Okay.
with eyes.
Yeah, whatever. For the snakes.
So that happened at noon. So that would probably be the next thing that would happen. But the problem is, I don't know how we would qualify it as noon on this.
Maybe it's just from left to right.
I think we're overthinking this. When we first put them in, how did we deal with the corner rivals? Did we have it
You had
diagonally
corner
or just
rivals like
vertical?
across.
I think we should
What if-
try diagonally.
Hold on, nothing happened. Like, we only got shocked when we put the slot in here, and if nothing happened, that might mean we're on to something. What if
But I'm still thinking that it's just.
I'm pretty certain it was because it was the wrong configuration.
Well, then we won't find out. And if we get shocked again at the very end,
If
then we'll know it's wrong configuration.
All right, because
we do it like
Avdol doesn't
this?
think we're going the right way with this one, he is going to step away from what he hopes is shock range.
What if we do this?
You saw it arc
this?
out to 20 feet.
All right, yeah, I'll be careful of that.
How
So
can
When
you
you
25
do that,
character?
nothing happens.
Okay. I'm thinking this way, there's nobody, like, opposing each other right now. So we got the Comrock and the Grung. Next.
You just place the Kamaran
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
grung.
Yeah, I'm asking what's next in the legend.
Oh, I see. When evening came, a wily Eblis stepped from his reed hut. He didn't like the Omoans, but without them, he'd have no one to play his tricks on. The Eblis sent a marsh frog to reason with Ubtao, but the frog was angry and decided to wrestle the god instead. This amused Ubtao, so he gave the frog tentacles to make it stronger. When Kubazan the frog hemoth returned to Papazotl the Eblis, he chased Papazotl into the swamp with his new tentacles.
Okay, this is where some guesswork is going to get into. So it's definitely the Eblis and the Frog Hemoth.
Mhm.
And the Eblis did not make enemies with anyone else. Because that might be the key to the whole thing. Is seeing if any animals have multiple enemies with anyone else.
Problem is, I don't think any of them do.
No, I think the statues were pretty, like, apparent.
What I'm wondering is maybe it's like the Virtuous and...
I don't think it's going for an alignment chart.
No, I don't think it's alignment either, but it seems like the ones that do good... The only thing that...
I think we're thinking too much into this, and that we should.
I
really
will let
just
you
try
know
and
you have
diagonal.
technically switched positions on the Zorbo and the Ijin, and nothing has happened so far.
Hmm.
If something were to happen if you put the wrong one in, it hasn't
It
happened
might.
yet.
I'm going to try to put the crane up here.
Okay,
And its
nothing happens.
enemy would be here.
Nothing happens.
Okay, last part of the riddle.
That night, a Sioux monster broke into Ubtao's palace and stole a pail of water for the Omuans. When the god came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a Jakuli's burrow. Ubtao asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa the Jakuli was too honest to lie. When Wongo the Sioux monster found out how Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the Jakuli and eat him up.
Okay. This is the Jakuli, right? The snake thing?
Yes.
Okay. I put him here. I put there.
You do that, they pop out, and you all get shocked. Except for Avdol.
Shoot.
For 21 more.
Okay.
Okay. Ow. Jeez.
My pacemaker.
Them's your heart's meats.
So
All right. I'm gonna put 20 health back into myself with lay on
Yes.
hands.
Currently at 23 health.
all right, since I have more health than everyone, or yeah, you know what?
Yeah. You know what? I'll step back 25 feet and let Avdol do it.
Okay,
So
And
what's
I'll-
your
I'll-
thinking, Avdol?
my thing is
I'm also gonna
basically
step
what
back.
everyone else has been going with, but we're gonna go with diagonals for the people in the corners.
I'm going to
instead of
step back.
verticals. Okay, so
Sure.
we've got the Iblis, and its
Mhm.
enemy was the Froghemoth.
Yes.
We've got the not quite rabbit, but rabbit thing, if I remember right.
Ijin? No, the
Yeah.
Ijin was the god.
And its enemy was the Zorbo, right? And that's
yes,
this
the
thing?
little koala.
Yeah, okay. The Zorbo and the monkey one look sort of similar. So.
They kind of do, yeah.
So there's
I
that.
wouldn't put it against you because you know those two pairs.
All right. So then you got the Jagambi?
Jakuli.
Jakuli. Okay,
Jakuli named
yeah.
Shagambi.
Jesus.
That's it, yeah. And the
Okay.
frog person. And then that fellow, followed by finally, if I can just get it angled right where I can move the tile and not mouse over our character things. There.
The 9 cubes flare with light, then disappear. Growling like an angry beast, the slab begins to slide up into the ceiling.
All right.
Have
No,
no
motion everyone to come on by.
once.
Wow, look at all the salt being thrown his way for being right.
Well, I mean, I'm still salty that I mean, for some reason it feels like salt is being thrown from a past life. For
Another
Vormage.
slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first
Oh,
door.
God.
An iron lever is set into the door's surface, with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
Make sure you set your health to the right
Right.
levels.
Yep. 3 and 20.
Okay, so describe the next room again.
There is another slab in front, 20 feet beyond the first door. An iron lever is set into the door's surface at middling height, with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
Okay, let's not advance all the way in, because I feel like the doors could probably close behind it. In fact, I'm going to just step out again, just to be extra cautious.
I'm gonna use a second level cure wounds on myself.
Can I perceive into this room for anything extra?
Sure, go ahead.
9.
You don't notice anything off about this room besides the obvious motif.
Do you see anything weird in this room, Vormash?
That's a great question. Once I click on perception,
No? He agrees with you. It seems pretty safe.
though trepidation, not trepidation, but like I'm not super down with this whole just a lever in the middle of a room business. We want to try and press it and pull it without being anywhere near it.
Did we see a lever?
Yeah,
Yes,
we see a
in the
lever.
door ahead.
Any magic in here, Adval?
Do I detect magic?
There is magic on the door.
Hmm.
Technically, also, there's just magic all around, ambient
Fair
magic,
enough.
that you cannot identify.
I'm sorry, did you say Aryan magic?
Just ambient magic. So it's just, there have been innumerable spells cast in this area, saturating it with magical energies.
Well, I mean, you can just sit around here all day, or we can try to approach the door. I'll approach the door.
All right. Well, when you step to there, the skull's jaws creak open, and a skeletal hand holding a crystal hourglass-style timer emerges from within. With a click, the timer rotates, and sands start to trickle into the lower globe. Give me actions. 10, 9, 8,
Pull the lever.
7.
I do nothing.
You pull the
I'm not doing
lever.
anything.
A trapdoor opens underneath you, and you fall 20 feet onto spiked trap.
Uh-oh.
So give me a dexterity saving throw, Vormash.
Pull the lever, Crunk.
You manage to hold on to the
Lucky
lever.
you.
Halstad
Wow.
plummets.
Are I didn't roll a dexterity yet.
You don't get one.
Oh, thanks, Vormash.
He wanted action. I did action.
I said I do nothing.
So 8 piercing damage.
I hate you so much.
Or no, 8 or
I'll heal it off.
8 bludgeoning damage. And now I need to find out some more things. 3 spikes.
Wait, 3 spike damage or
No. You get hit by 3 spikes.
Oh, good, thanks.
22 total damage.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
14 of which is poison, so halved. However, you feel very sick.
7.
I'm gonna
Dave?
throw a rope down there.
Anyways, continuing the countdown. 6,
I'm gonna
5,
stay
4,
and help Yeldrin assist
3,
Halstead out.
2.
So yeah, I'm gonna
One.
be throwing rope down.
When
to,
it runs
that
out
pit.
of time, the door starts sliding open.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, jeez. I'll throw a second level cure wounds on you.
He's still in
I-
the pit.
If I
You
didn't
need to
heal
figure out how to
myself,
get him
I would
out.
be dead.
I'm throwing rope to him to help him out.
Alright, I'll grab the rope.
And I'll assist to pull him out.
He's kind of stuck where he is. If he moves any further, he runs the risk of hitting himself on one of the spikes.
Wonderful.
Wow.
So
So it's just the whole.
wait, let
ground
me get this
between us
straight.
Here.
It's how many? Where's the pit?
That entire room's floor dropped out.
Okay, and it's dark in here, right?
Yes?
Um,
Oh, right. This is kind of important, I guess. This did open up.
What's the effect of the sickness?
You
Also,
are
what happens
poisoned,
to me?
so
wait, don't
you
you
take
have that,
disadvantage on
cloak
all.
that teleports you?
Yeah, the mountebank.
I do.
I don't think he wants to spend it once a day on this, though.
I mean, I can't figure out another way of getting him out other than him teleporting to a safe place. I
Okay.
can't throw a rope, and otherwise he's gonna
an
get
idea.
cut.
First off, where am I? Because the door opened up. And
You're
I'm
still
on.
hanging on to the lever.
Yeah, but is the door like? It went high enough, but the lever is not like going through.
You can swing into the door. Like, you're okay to do that.
All right. Can I throw Halstead? And actually, can I hang on to where I am and throw Halstead the rope?
You
So,
would
like-
pull him through spikes.
Can I pull? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. No, actually, never mind. No. Can't pull him out with spider climb or. missile
Theoretically,
strike
you could.
out.
Well, hold
I've
on,
got
hold
an
on.
idea. This is going to be really dumb. Okay, no, never mind. That's not gonna work. I can't move someone with hold person, right?
No.
No.
It's just they stay in place. Damn it.
Yes.
I still don't know anything about the sickness. Like, is there any effect immediately?
No, you're poisoned, which is just
Okay.
disadvantage in all attacks, saves, and checks. If you want to heal, you can try and figure out the symptoms.
yeah,
Figure
I'll
out
throw
more about it.
I could throw up medicine, I guess.
Medicine, right? It's not heal.
14 on medicine.
You can tell that it's just a generic poison effect. It'll last for 24 hours until you get lesser restoration or higher.
I transform into a spider and just climb out of here.
You can do that? Okay. What
Hang
type
on
of
a
spider?
minute.
Let me go and get the CR table.
Actually,
By the by, this is actually kind of important. Let me look up a little bit more info about it, because you might be thinking this is more roomy than it is.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm trying to think of like a medium spider or something.
Yeah, unless specified otherwise, ceilings in the tomb are 8 feet high. So, like, you can barely fit a medium creature. So if you go large, you'd be kind of squeezing down.
Right.
Actually, no, I'd say you could fit a large, but a gargantuan would have to squeeze any of these rooms.
Okay. I could turn into a swarm.
How the hell does that work?
Druids can turn into swarms, apparently. They
All
get
right,
swarm
what happens
traits.
if...
Is 20 feet deep?
20 feet,
No,
yes.
I'm not gonna try it though.
All right, fuck it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to. Actually, wait. Will this work? Let's not. No, it's you teleport. Damn it! I was gonna try to Misty Step both of us up.
You know what? I'm gonna Montebank up there.
Sure.
see
Which
that, right?
side? Forward or back?
Uh,
And then forward and back.
I guess
Side
more
to
Mash's
side?
side.
Sure.
All right. You want protection from poison or lesser restoration?
Well, hold up, you got a room in front of you. I need to read the description for it. A moss-covered corridor extends beyond the second door. Tree roots hang from the sagging ceiling, and the air reeks of rot and damp. Ahead, a bas-relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the wall at a T-shaped intersection. The devil's open mouth is a well of utter darkness.
It's the thing! It's the thing!
All right. First off, would you like protection from poison or lesser resto?
Well, one of
can
them
only be
hears
cured by
If
the-
you
What's
want to
the
see the
place?
thing,
Ooh, that's gross.
Wah. I'll take a lesser resto to cure me of this poison.
You got it. Bing bong.
How long does it cast? Oh, that's a 3-minute cast time, right?
Something like that.
It says one action. Duration instantaneous. So.
oh yeah, one action.
Oh,
So 6
lesser
seconds.
restoration might. Okay.
Restoration, I think, is longer, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Okay,
No,
so you are restorated.
So you're no longer
No need.
poisoned.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll
and
still-
then have yourself a merry little 2d8 plus 3.
You want me to roll that, or are you gonna roll it? 17.
17.
Thank you. Okay, that should be in for me.
All right, now
More
you
mash.
need to get over here.
How dim is this area?
Dark. Like, none of you have a light source, so...
Sweet.
Sure. Well...
Hold on.
Speakers shall
quick
try to
thing.
astound us now.
Quick thing. Did I pull the lever up or down?
Down.
Do not pull the lever again.
It is not reset.
I kind of wanted to pull it up to see if the floor would close.
That's when the second pit trap under the pit
Oh!
trap activates.
All right.
The entire dungeon is just one enormous pit trap.
To be fair, in
We
the
knew
original
Warmash's
Tomb of
purpose was
Horrors,
not to die, but to get his team killed.
there was a similar thing like this. What was it, Ron? A 200-foot deep pit?
Something like that.
What were the odds that this place would throw in a fake trap?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast spider climb on myself.
Sure. You're gonna climb along the walls?
Climb along the walls.
Sure. You gonna drop down there or stick to the walls?
No,
or-
I'm gonna stick to the wall.
Sure.
Can I look at the floor before deciding to touch down?
Sure. Go ahead. It's all covered in moss.
Oh, it's all covered in moss. Well,
Yes.
try anyways. 15.
You can see underneath you, hidden beneath the moss. Oop. Want to grab that. In fact, I'm just gonna get rid of that because I know where they are. It seems off. Well, you can't see it now because he's on top of it, but
Yeah. Ah! I'm in the wall!
I need to be careful about that because that gives you sight in the walls. That might have given you too much
No,
information.
all I
but-
saw was a bunch of stone.
So, there is something off about the tile underneath him. There are irregularities in the patterns. However, he can't tell much more else besides.
Do I detect magic anywhere in the hallway?
You detect magic at the face, but that is it.
Okay.
Beyond the, I'm not going to mention it anymore, but ambient energy all up ins.
Okay. Considering there's a weird tile, can I look at the wall that I'm currently perched on?
Go ahead, roll a perception.
Can we also roll perceptions, or is this because Jordan is a bird's eye view?
I mean, if you guys want, you can do it in your area.
Well,
You don't notice anything wrong with the wall.
There's no tiny holes or anything.
None that you
Cuba,
can
are we
see.
using Volo's guide in this campaign?
What do you wish to know?
I'm looking at different monsters and beasts I could shift into.
It depends. If it's something really outlandish.
Yeah, I'll stick
Yeah.
to the SRD when I can. But there,
Okay.
Yeah, there are some things that are interesting. I'll maybe clear it with you later.
Yeah, that'd probably be for the best.
Yeah.
Like-
I'm gonna go ahead and stick to the walls as I cautiously spider climb across. And this isn't concentration. The spell just lasts for an hour. So whenever an hour is up, let me know.
I'll try and keep that in mind. It's
Yeah.
probably going to be when you guys decide to short rest. Because
Sure.
Lord
So
knows
I'm
how
gonna
long it would take for an
stick
hour
to
to
the
pass.
wall until I reach about here. Does the floor down here... Should I make another perception?
You can if you want.
Okay. 11.
It doesn't seem to have any of the same patterns you noticed.
Alright. I'll try and cautiously start stepping onto the ground here.
Nothing happens when you do so.
Okay. And then I'll wait for the others to come across.
Coward. This is where you go, toss me the lamp.
Yeah. Toss me the puzzle cubes. No.
You'll get your reward.
Oops, sorry.
I'm gonna
Or
look at
I'll
this
follow his path.
thing.
Whoa, hold up. I was crawling along a wall. Oh wait, you're a spider. Right, you're good.
I'm not a spider.
No, he
You're not a
mountebanked.
spider.
How did
Then
you cross?
I climbed
Let me
over
see.
Oh, I thought he walked. Sorry.
No,
No,
I got
he did
spider
not.
climb on. I'm like, I don't trust this floor, and started spider climbing.
And then
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Ron could just shadow step wherever he wants. Because it's still dark in here, right?
Yep.
Yee.
That does cost a
So-
key point, right?
Nope. It's really freaking stupid.
Wow.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna tell the others, I don't trust the floor.
I'm gonna perceive the walls. Are there any holes coming out of the walls?
Go ahead and roll.
13 perception.
You can't notice. You don't notice any.
You can't notice. I mean, you don't. Notice. No.
So, what's the deal with the X mark again?
He noticed there was
Seems to
something
be a
off
place
about
where
the
floor is
floor.
off. Yeah. Is it like slightly raised or something?
Yeah. If you want to look closer, you can try and figure out more.
Can
Perception.
I? Okay. No, this sounds like a pressure bait.
I'll be the judge
It
of
is
that.
a pressure plate.
If we're looking at
Okay.
the Indiana Jones theory, I'm thinking darts. That's why I was trying to look at the walls.
The spot I'm at is clear, I'm hoping.
Like Minesweeper now. Do we only get the 1x with the perception, or can we look after we make a step?
You can keep looking after you make steps, but that's the only one you found.
I'm gonna look at this square. Wait a minute. 21?
There's none in front of you. Or at least in that 5-foot region.
Just shove that out here. Who does have the best perception?
Probably
I
got a
have
6 in it.
3.
Probably Yeldrin or Halstead because they're wisdom based.
Halstead looks like it just based on his rolls.
I have a 6 in it. Want to switch spaces? I actually have a little more HP too.
Alright.
So we'll switch spaces. I'll try to inspect this square, the one on my directly in front of me.
Sure. You think it's absolutely safe.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna
don't
check this
notice
square.
anything at all.
24 on the one to my left.
There is nothing there.
Step. Square.
And I'm also gonna use perceptions now that I have
6.
the ability to. 18 for the one in front of me.
I think I'm going to start doing perception checks. Because that was really kind of metagamey.
What?
I see what you mean.
He got a nat 1.
Yeah,
he
he
thinks
got a
it's
nat
safe.
1.
I'm going to go to the left.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead and continue.
Well, I
but
did check the one on the left. I didn't just immediately go to the left. But I know what you mean.
You went out of your way to check the
I
other.
should have assumed it was safe, and I should have walked into it.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
what
shit.
I can always check is I can use my quarterstaff, which is a fair amount of distance to press.
Not unless whatever trap your quarterstaff sets off ends up actually hurting you in the spot you're in. Like for all
No, I
we
get
know,
it.
you hitting
I'll
any
step
of
on
the
this
tiles
plate.
in the
Let's go with the first roll. What happens?
Okay. One sec, I accidentally backed out. And
Is
now
it
I
poison
can't
darts?
scroll. darts, but yeah.
Oh, look, it's poison darts.
Parts for short.
I am having some serious latency. There we go. All right. Let's see. So, those two. Huh. My Firefox is having a very fun time getting caught up in this. So, Yeldrin is getting shot 3 times, and Halstead is getting shot once.
Okay.
So, give me a second to pull up all my informations again. Okay, looks like it fixed itself.
So here's the question. Assuming we know that there are, or we're, like, I'm assuming that these are darts that are going to be coming out, because we've seen that there is a pressure plate, and the only thing that makes sense would either be some kind of guillotine-looking thing or darts. Would I have the ability to use deflect arrows on one of them?
Give me a perception check as the trap
Alrighty.
goes off. Because it's not just knowing that it's happening, it's knowing where it's coming from. So I'd say you're not able to notice the holes that fire them out. So they catch you off guard, despite it is pretty clear there are going to be darts, but that's only half the battle.
And
However-
knowing it's half the battle.
All
Are
right.
they attacking us? Or
It's going to be an
is it a
attack
check?
roll, yeah. So 3 attacks on Yeldrin, so that would be 17 and 24, because I'm assuming a 14 misses you.
The 17 also misses.
Okay, hold up.
Got the
I now
bracers.
have 19.
Okay, they do not have advantage. All right, so one of them hits you. So 1 damage, and then 4 more as you resist some of the damage. And then for Halstad, whoops. Nat 1, doesn't matter that I forgot the rest.
Okay. May I use the 24 I rolled previously
To keep going
check
forward,
this?
that is absolutely
Yeah.
fine. You don't notice anything there.
All right, I'll step here.
Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna,
not
I'm gonna let y'all handle that one. Handle this. I have
Actually,
no
I'm going to question whether or not, since there is, it seems like the darts would be in this hall. I'm wondering if I want to like shadow step to here.
Yeah, you could do that if you want. I have at
Yeah,
least
I'm
one
gonna
more
try
step to
that.
make.
Okay, you do so.
And I'm going to perceive this one in front of me.
Okay.
10.
You believe it to be safe.
I will take a step.
Nothing happens.
Okay. First step.
That'd be
Okay,
great if
Vormash.
that was a trigger.
Hey.
Just,
Yeah.
you think you're out of the hallway, and then just...
And then like the mouth eats me or something.
Yeah.
Just the wall down here clamps down and it just shoots out a spear. Never mind the fact that it's probably not big enough to hold a spear. It just
Did you
shoots it
say
out.
the wall climbs down?
Clamps down.
Clamp. Oh, okay.
A clank.
The clamp.
Over our match, we think it's 2
Alright.
steps forward, diagonal, and then
Do
diagonal
we
up
know
up.
if this one is safe?
We know that we know that this one is a trap, so either it's a double trap or, you know.
All right, I'm gonna walk to here.
Okay.
Just why not? I mean, you know, let's not. Is this trap already? Has the trap in front of me already been like?
No, it's
I
been
would
raised
not
again.
step on it again.
I 100% agree. So, let's perceive this spot.
Sure, go ahead. You believe it to be safe.
Let's go. Thunk.
Okay.
The next place I went was here.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens when you're there.
And then
Okay, nothing happens.
Then one up.
and then.
All right.
Ta-da!
Okay. So
Oh dear.
you detected magic on the barbed demon face, yeah?
Yes, you do.
All right, what kind of magic?
It is... gonna guess conjuration.
Okay.
I just need to double check before I say anything else. Evocation, actually.
Okay. I'm staying away from it.
Evocation and illusion. There are 2.
Don't like that. Staying away.
Hmm.
As you
I
head
want
that
Dip your head
way,
inside the mouth.
a grand chamber opens ahead, 50 feet across and plunging down into the darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible below, with corridors radiating off in each direction. To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower levels. And you see at the bottom, kind of from your vantage point up top, a hunched figure glares up at you from the balcony below, wearing a mask that is a replica of the devil face. Without saying a word, he steps out of sight.
Okay.
Hey,
I didn't ask me anything.
Geldrin.
So wait,
why
the
don't
thing
you
with the
shout out
mask's
that
kind of
doctor?
replica of this.
Yes,
Replica of
it was wearing that mask, the one that I linked to you.
What's this going on?
Is
There was a mysterious
is there anything
figure
familiar about the face? Can we
downstairs.
roll about it?
Go ahead.
What would we roll?
History or
I'd say, is there a religion?
Yeah,
I'd say
Yes.
religion.
9.
woo? What did I know? It's
You
eight.
think it's an angel.
Okay.
Whoa, what do I know?
You think it is
Wait,
2 angels.
The paladin has a 2 in religion.
More than you.
12.
I'm a druid.
With a 12, you can tell it's some type of devil.
At an angle.
That's gonna get annoying.
So its mouth is open.
I'm gonna
Yes.
unplug that.
Dark magic is coming out. I have a
Dark
question about.
thingamajig.
Is this a window?
Which one?
To our west, this blue-looking door. We
Second.
can see beyond it.
If you can see through it, I think it is, but let me just double check. Yes, creepers and vines cling to the walls of this corridor, at the end of which is an arched crystal window 6 feet wide and 10 feet high. Through it, you can see a dark chamber.
Hey,
So-
Elrin, can you shadow step through things?
As
No,
long as I
I-
can see.
I've actually checked that. I'm pretty sure you can't go through solid objects.
Let me double check real quick.
Yeah, shadow step doesn't.
It
in
doesn't
Tigers
really
doesn't
say, yeah.
But the next thing just says abusing shadow step.
Yeah.
Well, the consensus is because Misty Step can do that.
Can
It's
it?
not considered too broken, but it's up to you, Kuba. You are the GM.
Let me check Misty Step. Oh, an occupied space you can see. Part of it is kind of that Misty Step takes up a spell slot, and he gets that
Second level
infinitely.
spell slot. Yeah.
Like, if it cost a key point, I could understand it being the exact equivalent, but since it is a free thing, I think it's only going to be... You have to have a partially or unobstructed. So he can go through cracks, but not a solid wall that he can see
Right.
through.
Okay, that. Oh, because like his shadow
seems
like
pretty
seeps
fair,
in like
honestly.
vapor.
Yeah.
Misty Step. Okay. Just thought I'd point out that window, just in case we were
Yeah, no.
curious about
I
it.
feel like we'll come around through there the normal way.
You want to break the arch crystal? That sounds valuable.
Yeah.
That's not our way.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, have we actually identified what this thingy is?
Let's
Some sort of
not.
demon.
It's
I
a
kinda
demon
wanna
head
try to
with
throw
some
a
kind
coin
of
in it,
magical
Or a
dark
dart.
and something else, some
I
mutation.
just look at it.
Look at it all you want, but I
Sure.
don't like the vibes it's given off.
Hey,
What-
that's metagaming.
What would the roll
that
be?
is the-
Try to figure out what this thing about
The
is.
thing you got a 3 on.
Yeah.
You thought it was 2 angels posing as 1 demon.
And then
That's really
me
fucking
and
clever.
Yeldrin had to tell you it's a demon's head.
Oh, I got that confused with the thing we saw. With the thing that we saw slipping away in the balcony. Never mind.
No,
sorry.
no. That was to
No,
identify
it's wearing
the...
a mask of the demon head.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well,
Point
Right.
is he was wearing a
Oh.
mask, and he
Hey,
became
Kuba, I
unseen.
didn't
Mhm.
realize it, but I owe you some concentration rolls.
Oh, right.
I'll just drop it. It's fine.
Hmm.
probability is not on your side.
He only took damage
Typically
like
is,
3
'cause I have
times.
advantage.
Yeah, like if
fine.
you want to keep it up, it's fine.
So-
Like I should
We'll
call
just
that
keep it in
out.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am very curious about this.
So
And it's
you make a
probably very
metagame
dumb.
knowledge. I forget stuff. We're even. Square.
We'll
Yeah.
call it even. Yep. Okay. Wait, where did
see,
that
I have
person with
this-
the mask run to, by the way?
He was on a balcony on the lower levels,
Yeah,
and
I
he
was on
went
the
into a
balcony, he was on the
passway.
lower level.
Oh, I see. So we could use these stairs maybe to go down there and follow them if we wanted to.
No, you cannot use those stairs.
Oh, okay.
Fine, I guess I'm gonna have to free fall jump.
Be the first time I fell down in this dungeon.
Actually, I just realized I have slow
I-
fall.
Be quiet, or he'll throw you down a flight.
Yeah, you want to play? It's just a little sign that says "not for adventurers." I'm like, okay, well, we're all lawful. We can't use the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an
Uh,
adventurer. I'm a pilgrim.
We have quite the amazing sightline to this.
Yeah.
That's
I wonder if you're supposed to have that much. Let me check
Yeah.
something real fast.
Let me just pull out my handy dandy
Oh,
telescope.
balls.
Yeah, I really want to throw one of the objects I have into that mouth.
Oh,
Go for it, dude.
I'm honestly surprised you can see that far. I thought you had 60-foot. Oh, I guess there's a light source in there or something.
It's like shining through the eyes.
Yeldred
why
is
there's a
just
light source in
50
there.
Is just 50 feet away.
Oh, that's
That is
why.
strange
Okay.
because I see the radius of my sight line. Everything else beyond it becomes dim light. Like everything here is bright, and then now it's getting dim, and then it gets bright again. Strange.
Like some sort of diamond. That's crazy.
Diamonds in your eyes.
I think it can shine on.
Okay, well, I guess I'll make my way over to there because it caught my
I mean,
eye.
while these guys are figuring out what they're doing, I'm just like gonna throw some rocks into the mouth.
Don't do that. I would advise against that.
Well,
Don't
they
stick
disappear and you
anything
don't hear
into the
anything
mouth.
whatsoever.
That's
Please do
unsettling.
not.
The warlock's like, please, Yeldred.
I'm going
After
to
all we've been through.
stay away if Yeltrin actually attempts this.
Well, I'll walk my
I'll
way
go
up to
towards
here.
Halstead.
Sure. So, what you see in front of you. A giant stone skull crusted with moss juts out from the end of the passageway. A flame flickers within each of its eye sockets, and a view into a chamber beyond can be seen through its open jaws. It is
How big is
large.
the open jaw? Is it
A
too small
medium
for us to
creature
squeeze
or smaller can climb through.
through? What do we see beyond before we decide to climb through the jaws?
It looks like a tomb. Skulls crusted with dried mud glower from niches cut into the walls of this tomb. A stone sarcophagus stands at the center of the chamber, its lid adorned with a coiled serpent carved in relief. Behind the sarcophagus, resting atop a marble pedestal, is an ornate crystal box with a small humanoid skull floating inside of it.
Floating inside the box. Creepy. I'm going to perceive the jaws of this thing for a hinge. 18.
With an 18, the lower jaw is hinged.
Interesting. Hey, Vormash, you see that jaw?
Yeah?
Don't crawl in it.
Can I try to
You
break
got
the
Couldn't we
jaw?
shove
Pretty
something
much.
into the skull to try and hold it open? Granted, I don't know if we. You know what? With this
We
skull,
have no idea.
this is a crazy magic tomb. Do I detect magic on the skull?
Yes.
Okay. What kind?
Transmutation.
All right. So something tells me that it's not a simple crawl through and immediately get clamped on.
I've heard stories about
That's a guess.
some magical thing that when you went through it, it turned you into coins.
Granted,
That thing
we've
was
got
so
shadow
goddamn
step
dumb.
Why don't we
Friggin-
just shadow step through?
Memes the dungeon.
How bright is it in the other room?
It's a
Completely
tomb.
bright.
There's
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
wow.
no way I can go through it then.
Yeah, are we gonna find out that Abdul has a vor fetish? Because I'm gonna step back from the jaws and him.
I'm
Ew.
stepping a bit further back because my name is Vormash.
It's a sign! Kill him! Although he might enjoy that.
No. Ooh, worst
Although I
fetish.
can see into that room.
Yeah, looking into the room, does there seem to be a way in besides the
Nope,
skull?
just through the jaws.
Can you try to
So-
acrobatics and dive through it quickly?
Well, no. What I could possibly do is cast darkness and then set it on to that whatever the hell it is. And
Okay, what I'll just do is, because I still have a good amount of health, I'm gonna go ahead and climb through.
Okay, two things happen when you climb through. First,
Okay.
one of the eyes these three people out here notice goes out when you climb through. However, as you're climbing through, you hear the voice of a young girl echo in your mind. What's happening? Why can't I see?
doomed child.
What else do I see in the room?
You notice the skull inside the box notice your presence.
The skull inside the box?
Yes.
Oh God.
My stuff.
Hey, if the rat fam can kill a demi lich, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Although I guess
so
technically
is it
it's-
the skull that's talking?
You get the feeling that it is.
Okay.
And she's
And
gonna
is
say,
it like
where am I?
a
How did I
floating
get
skull in a
here?
box,
No, it's
or-
just the skull. It's just a skull on the ground. Well, in the crystal. But
Oh, the skull. Okay, so is
It's
the
just like
crystal,
it's an
something I
inert
can
skull.
Pick up, or?
it's a crystal box on the ground. You might be able to pick it up.
So Vormashes, how many exorcisms have you conducted?
Depends. Do you consider killing?
Why aren't you
zombies
saying
exorcism?
anything? Who
Do
are
I detect
you?
magic anywhere in the room?
Answer me.
Up to you, buddy.
I'm
You
going
have
to
not
step back
answered.
out and tell the others.
It is going
Where-
to shriek and explode the crystal and rise up.
Oh.
And now we're in
Rise from your
initiatives.
grave.
All right, let go.
Good. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Apparently my shoe is untied and I have to address that before I fight this thing.
Okay, I need to find the new
One-
values.
One general question. Do we know if necrotic energy heals undead like in Pathfinder?
It doesn't. Also, if you want to roll a religion to identify this as it animates.
Anime? Oh god. My worst
Uh,
enemy.
Some kind of tiny skeleton
Does
creature.
13
It's
do
some
it?
type of flying skull. I'll give you that it is a flame skull. Real innovative name, I know.
I wonder what kind of abilities it has.
It casts
Mm.
summon skull.
Probably skull
Man.
abilities.
I wish I had Bone Shatter in 5e.
Anyways, who had a better initiative? Looks like Abdal.
Cool.
Oh no, you were even. Roll off.
Oh.
17.
18!
All right, you're gonna go first. Yeldrin, you are up first.
All right.
So-
you have to lie. Let's lie to this.
I think we're past this part for Mash.
Yeah, you're past the point of no return. It's animated as an undead and it's evil and it wants to kill you.
Yay.
That order.
How much light is it? Is it like blisteringly light or bright?
Yes, that room is entirely illuminated.
And it's coming from this skull.
This skull and some other things. There's just
Is it still
ambient. Like,
levitating?
yes, it is flying in the air.
This could pose a problem.
Oh, also, you climbed out. The other eye goes out.
Hmm.
I still think this thing's gonna try to eat us, so I'm gonna go up to it and try to break the jaw, or at least
Wait,
the.
wait. You're gonna go up to it?
He's talking about the statue, not the
Yeah.
skull.
Oh, okay.
That was
So I'm gonna
Okay.
try to break the skull, or not the skull, the
Jaw.
jaw here, like the thing that's making it so that it could
Yeah.
possibly
Sure.
crunch me. So first hit, 16 hit,
That will bounce off of the stone.
16 again,
I won't do it.
and 26.
A 26 will hit. However, it doesn't seem to do anything.
If it's
Nothing
because
at
it's
all.
not magical, my
It's
hands
not that.
count. Interesting.
it must be the material of this thing. Must be like adamantine. or
It
something.
no, it just seems like stone, but it
Magic
feels
stick.
like it's much more difficult to break. As though you get the feeling someone, whoever designed this, doesn't want you to break his things.
That's fair.
Screw that. Break his things.
Kill him.
Abdal, you are up.
Okay.
You've
so-
got an animated child skull angry at you.
Yep. And looks like I was supposed to lie and not just not talk. So that's my bad.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the legend says.
Or
speak
just
no
talk. You
truth.
never
Never said anything.
said anything. Why do
Yeah,
you say
no,
lie?
yeah.
I mean,
Well, no, I say lie because it says speak no truth. So it means speak, just don't tell it.
Don't tell her she's
True.
dead.
I'm guessing she genuinely is freaked out by the fact that she is a floating skull and didn't realize it. But I realized that too late.
She'll cast summon skull. Oh wait, we did.
You need to sacrifice an Abdal for that.
Damn.
All right. So did the skull successfully close?
It didn't close. The eyes are just out. And he was
Okay,
not
the
able
eyes
to
are
damage it at all.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna try and fire some Eldritch Blast then through the skull.
Sure.
It goes point, point, point.
13,
A 13 will hit.
10 damage.
Okay.
20
20 will hit.
for 8
8
more.
more. Okay. It is going to go. It is going to shriek out in pain, and then a little ball will coalesce in its mouth and fire off to
Oh
right
god, it
here.
fired a hyper beam.
Everyone give me a reflex save.
Oh boy.
Dirty.
Or dexterity, yes.
2
2 used to Pathfinder.
19.
Wait, hold on. Do we get the +3 with Vormash?
Only you do.
Only you, man.
Okay, I'm gonna inspire and reroll that.
Sure. Okay.
20.
So the lowest is
Super
15.
cool. Dodge roll.
You'll all save.
Cool.
No
However,
damage. Yeah.
22 divided by 2, so 11 fire damage to everyone besides Yeldrin, who has evasion.
Oof. Good thing I saved.
As you have no idea what you just got hit with.
Some
Whoa.
kind of blast of.
Fire. Almost like it was a ball of fire.
Balled up and then expanded.
I still
I
don't
like
think
to
the
call
regular
it
flame
fireball is
strike.
8d6 though, is it?
It's 8d6
Obvious-
always.
Okay. I thought
Obviously,
might
it
have
was
cast at a higher level.
pyroblast.
Nope. It's baseline 8d6 and then 1d6 more per spell level up. It starts off really strong when you get it at 5.
That
Yeah,
means
Vormesh,
good
go ahead.
for its action.
Okay, I mean, do we want me to climb back in this thing or nah?
Well, both the eyes are extinguished. Be very
Yeah.
careful.
I mean, I can go in there, but
If you get bitten, we'll know.
I
I
would certainly
heard-
hope so.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the It's Always Sunny title card now. Vormash loses his legs.
Squish.
Well, actually, here's the thing. I actually can't because 30 feet puts me right in front of the skull.
You can double move and say you jumped through.
Yeah.
Running start.
Just imagine you're running through, out of the way, nerds, shoving us both aside, and then as
Crunch.
you like jump through, your torso just is split from your hips.
You're a terrible person, you know that?
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Well, to the surprise of no one besides Vormash, as
Oh,
he
no, I'm not
jumps
surprised at
through,
all.
it's going to slam shut. And it's going to attempt to make an attack roll on you. As soon as I find out where its thing is.
Now, here's the important
Oh, I'm guessing
part.
it's at yeah, it's
Here's the really important part. Once it's
Oh,
slammed
no,
shut,
it's-
does it open its mouth?
no, it's holding down on him.
Oh, you know we can't see then.
That's true. 12 to
No.
hit you. Oh, I missed a part. 12 or okay.
Doesn't matter.
You'll sneak through, but its jaw remains closed.
Yeah, so we can't see.
Oh no, never mind. He wasn't trapped, so its mouth immediately opens and its eyes light up again.
Oh.
Hmm.
You
So
got
Halstad,
really
you're up.
lucky. If we couldn't see, then we couldn't do anything about this.
Yeah.
But now
I
all
would
of
make
those
tea
things are true.
in his honor.
I'm going to attempt to earthbind the skull. It needs to make a strength.
I see.
D14.
Okay, I see. Loses fly speed. Okay.
Also, I keep thinking
Okay,
that I
against spell.
have turn undead because I think because I keep being.
Well, gee. This is gonna be interesting.
Does it not have a strength block?
It gets a 13.
Oh, come on!
Does that
Oh, wait,
save?
DC 14. DC 14.
Okay.
Oof. Oh, God, proficiency bonus saving now.
Alright, it will sink to the ground and freak out because it can't move anymore.
Haven't
Yeldrin.
actually attacked it. Oh, no, we Eldritch blasted it, didn't we?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna move 10 feet back and then
Mhm.
do a running acrobatics through here.
Sure. You can make it through. One of the eyes goes out.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. And now I'm going to try and punch this thing.
Sure.
Well, I'm going to try a quarterstaff at first.
Is it technically easier to prone?
14 to hit.
14 would hit.
And make a con save.
It is
I
immune.
honestly don't know. Okay. So then that would be 11 damage, second hit.
Okay.
We'll do 10.
10,
And
okay.
then I'm going to stomp it for an 18.
You do so.
5 more damage.
You'll shatter it, and it'll shriek out one last time.
I feel like we did
Congratulations,
something terrible, but
you
we
Yeah, we killed a
monsters.
small child.
He killed the flaming ghost of a small child.
I was
Oh, by
told
the
this is
way,
how you exercise something.
can only hope
Earthbind-
what we've done is a mercy.
Earthbind was a concentration, so I'd have to lose my Bartkin for that.
Okay.
So we're all on the up and up. Well,
Now
you
I've earned
see,
some
Well, as you're running up and stomping things, some things are going to start pouring out of the cracks in the wall.
I
Hundreds.
hope it's candy.
Thousands.
Oh, I really hope it's candy now.
Bees!
No, spiders. However, they don't look like regular spiders.
These are those enriched spiders.
No.
Enriched?
If you look very closely, they seem to be undead.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And they're going to surprise action. So, Vormash has 2 and Yeldrin has 4 swarms on him. As they just climb up and on top of you. Alright, so 2 attacks on Vormash. Surprise, so advantage. 7 and 11.
Yes.
And 4 on Yeldrin. 22, 9, 21, and 17.
Okay, those 2 hits and
17
just
total
barely
damage.
not dead.
Okay, so they're gonna go after everyone else goes. So Yeldrin, take your turn.
I cast darkness in this, so that would be 15
Smaller.
feet. Would that area, actually, is there even light anymore?
Yes, something is illuminating this. There's like floating motes of light.
Alright, so I'm gonna
Not just a
cast,
skull.
yeah, 15 feet on me.
Sure.
To here. Would it be considered dim now, or?
1 second. I need to check something. What's the action to cast that?
It's an action.
Oh, okay, so action. Darkness is. I forget if it does the 15 and 15. No, it's just 15 pitch black, and then everything past it would be still illuminated.
Yeah, but the question I'm having is, would that light be enough for between these 2 rooms, be dim enough to cast or to shadow step?
Oh, so like would it block it out?
Yeah, with the amount that I'm using as a the 15 or 30-foot zone of darkness that I'm building in this area.
I guess it's technically like a square, huh?
Yeah.
It's like that. I think you're out of it. So the area you're in right now, standing right now, and is still bright.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, I'd hoped that taking enough of the light out would consider it to be dimmer, but I don't know.
Seems to be quite bright.
And last I saw, there was still an eye available, or
There was one, yes.
then make way for Eldrin.
All right, there are no eyes left. Avdol.
Okay, so are there still spiders in there?
There are.
Okay, where are they? I can't really see.
They're on the
Ah!
4 you lost track of in the darkness, and there are 2 on Vormash.
Okay, and I
I'll
forget.
move you real quick. So,
with,
that's going to hold
the way
all
we've
of
dealt
them.
with swarms in the past, we've been able to safely attack people without
Yes.
hurting them? Okay. Then y'all attack the swarms on Vormash.
Sure. With what?
Eldritch Blast, go.
Okay.
18.
Hit.
9.
Okay.
And then...
A
27.
crit.
For
For 4.
An excellent use.
At
You
the
were
very
paying
least, you
it
dissipated
really-
half the swarm. It seems weaker now.
So half
So
of
back to
one.
Vormash.
Wait, do I not get a turn?
You're at the bottom.
Oh, right. They
Oh,
have-
I shouldn't say
Alright.
back to Vormash, but Vormash's turn.
And I wish I had turn undead, but yeah,
Should have rolled a cleric.
I should have rolled a cleric. But what can you do?
Trying luck
Roll
your
a
second
cleric.
time.
All right, Vormash is dead. You find a cleric somewhere in the dungeon. Let's see.
If you found any type of cleric in here, it'd probably be an undead evil cleric, or undead
Yeah, I'd be
worshipping
really
evil
worried.
cleric.
I mean, I'll take it. A Wakava is still a cleric.
Lysandaroth, you betrayed us?
Oh, what a simple solution. I'm right in front of the.
Is it a
entrance,
mixture
right?
of water and hydrogen peroxide? That's pretty
No, but
simple.
That's also a simple solution. So just to make sure, I can still see outside, right?
Yes.
I cast Misty Step.
Oh, okay, that works.
Or,
Go ahead. So that's a level 2 spell.
Yep, that's my last level 2.
Alstad, your turn.
So no supercharged smites for me.
You know if the undead are immune to poison?
They are not.
If I step to here, and I fire a poison spray at the nearest swarm.
I think it was 10 foot, wasn't it?
Oh, that's 10 foot. Yeah, that's 15.
So you'd have to go a bit closer
I
down
can
to here.
go here. Yeah.
Yes. So that's just a con save, correct?
5, 10, 15. Yeah, save or die.
Wait, what?
Save.
You mean
I meant
save or
like,
nothing?
Yeah, save or nothing. And I'm just gonna shift
Or,
back.
wait. No. Save and nothing. Save or nothing implies nothing happens. Alright, they're
You
gonna
better
go.
save, or else nothing happens. That's healing.
Well, that's
They're
all I
going
got.
to crawl their way out onto Avdol, and the others are going to make their way out.
Thanks, Vormash.
So now
What am I
2
supposed to
swarms
sit
on
there and
Avdol.
Get eaten?
18 and 11.
Were those on me?
Yes.
18 will tie.
Okay, so you take 12 damage. Tiny bites. Yeldrin, back to you.
I remove my darkness.
Sure.
And I can't really do much else, so I'm just going to take a defensive.
Sure. Abdol. Spiders.
Spiders. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and can I attack the ones that are crawling me?
Yep, there's
Or no,
2
that's a
sets.
disadvantage though, or something, right?
I don't think so.
Okay,
No,
that's
they're just
normal.
on you.
Yeah.
I'll just attack the ones that are on me.
Alright, go for it. Technically, somehow you're able to distribute your attacks between 2 separate swarms. One is it? I guess it's more like one is like full strength crawling up your right side, and the other one's on your left, half as
Okay.
much.
I'll go ahead and attack the weaker one.
I think it would be more
I mean,
interesting if
the
you could like
stronger one.
combine swarm a max HP total. So like since this is a stack of 4, it should have the combined total of
Yeah.
4 swarms.
I'll go ahead and I'll attack the stronger one.
Okay.
13
13 will hit.
for 10.
It seems to do less because they're a swarm.
Yeah. And then
One
I'll
sec.
attack again.
I need to find it and mark the damage.
Yeah.
They're all on you still. So go ahead.
All right. Then 16
Will
or
hit.
8 more.
Okay, it is not at half strength yet.
Curses.
What will you do?
Well, what will I do? I can't. Well, I could move, but I mean, yeah. You know what? I guess I'll just move over. No, what's the point? Ah, crap. Oh, I'll move over to Yeldrin and remind him that he has a flaming sword.
You mean Vormash.
Vormash.
Vormash. Sorry, I don't know why I said Yeldrin.
Vormash, go ahead.
I have a
Also,
flaming sword. I
the
draw
bugs
the
didn't
flaming sword.
activate the
They did
mouth,
not.
did they?
Of course not. That would be too convenient.
It's almost as if they're considered too small for the enchantment. Or, another
Minimize
thing is they
person.
might be undead. Or, another thing is, screw you.
Step
It's
up.
mostly going to be the last one.
Probably.
Draw the flaming longsword.
Wait,
Sure.
why'd you step up? I moved in front of you.
Oh, because
You're stepping on Halstead.
No, Halstead's up here.
Wait, really?
I think
Oh.
desync.
I forgot. I saw the swarm that was right there. I'm like, aha! I will take that swarm out. No. All right. In that case, I speak the command word for this great sword.
Sure, it bursts into flame. It's a long sword.
Yeah.
I have it written down as great sword.
It's not.
Why do you
I
keep?
know.
We keep telling you it's a longsword.
I don't know. I have -1 in. Leave me alone.
You should take a penalty for swinging it like a great sword.
Man. I didn't know I'd have to like
There.
think and stuff.
All right. So sword bursts into flame. I
Sure.
swing.
Whoosh.
You're not next to any.
They're not on.
I thought they're on me.
You moved back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't.
Darn it.
They
if
stay in
something
the
is
square.
crawling on me,
You
how does
somehow get
moving
off of them.
Make it not crawl on me.
Good question. That's not how 5e works.
I didn't.
All right. So I walk up to the swarm and
Sure.
the 17 hit.
17 absolutely does.
All right.
4 damage and 7 fire. Was that on the weak one or the slightly stronger one?
That was the weak one.
Okay, that will dissipate that swarm. There's one left there.
Coming in for a second swing.
Absolutely, that will hit. Ooh,
Or
that's
18.
good. I mean, that will
Yeah.
dissipate that one as well.
Neat.
Halstad, go ahead.
Oh, it's actually pretty bitchin'. See, this is what I came here to adventure for.
I'm gonna produce a flame and throw it at the one I can see.
Sure, there's a stack of 4 on that square.
Okay.
Just letting you know. For the obvious end result. Oh, does it make a check or save?
It's an attack. 14 to attack it.
14 will hit.
2d8 fire. 9 fire damage.
Okay.
I'm going to scooch 5, 10.
Okay. Well, we all could have seen this coming. Spiders.
What?
As 4 swarms swarm onto Vormash.
Ah!
14, 4, 4, 22.
Only 22 as it happens.
Alright, so 10 piercing damage as tiny bites. They
Ow.
find their way into your armor and start biting at your fleshy flesh. I was gonna say insides, but they're not that far
At
yet.
the very least, they aren't eating the armor itself.
Abdul, go ahead.
We get our small blessings.
Okay, so are the spiders just crawling out of the room?
Yes, they crawled through and
The
onto
ones that are in the
Vormash.
hallway are dead, it looks like.
No, they're all on Vormash right now.
Okay, I couldn't
4
see.
separate
Yeah.
swarms.
Gotcha. I'm gonna attack 2 of the swarms.
Sure.
So here we go. 12.
The 12 will hit.
Cool.
I'm gonna move him off.
7.
So it does a bit less, but that will dissipate half of it, so it's weak.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and attack a different swarm
Sure.
for 12,
Okay.
dealing 7.
Okay. That one has just taken some
Then
damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and move back.
Vormash, it is your turn.
All right. Let us do swingy things.
Sure. An 11 will miss. 22 will hit.
For 11 for 8 fire
That one
damage.
will disappear.
And okay, so hold on.
So
Okay,
you're on
thank
top
you.
of it.
I'm going to move away from it anyway.
Sure.
And that's it, because I only have 2 attacks.
Halstead, go ahead. You go, Halstead.
I'm behind Yeldrin, right here.
Oh, Avdol walked on top of you.
That fool.
Somehow.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
Whoa! How'd I move down there? I was up here.
Uba's moving.
That's where
How was
Halstead
I-
is.
how did You were down below.
No, he wasn't.
That's what I saw. My browser's, I guess, not updating it or something.
You desyncing pile of human garbage.
18 for our produce flame on that swarm.
That will hit. 3 damage. Alright. Spiders. I believe there's 3 full-size swarms. 12, 5, 10.
No.
Yeldrin, go ahead.
I don't even know who you were attacking, but no.
It was on you,
Guess I'm gonna
Vormash.
punch some spiders.
Sure. I'm gonna move Vormash off, or I'll move them off so you can get some
18 to hit.
hits.
Great damage.
Okay. Not dissipated
18
yet.
for 6.
Alright, that one's at half strength now.
And crit
Crit.
punch for 14 more.
It is not dropped yet. It is very weak, though. It's about to dissipate. Avdol.
Okay. Step up. Attack some swarms. 15
That will hit.
for 11.
That one will dissipate.
Cool. And 12
Will hit.
for 6.
This might take a bit. Vormash, go ahead. Please hit this time.
I would love to.
You miss and then you hit. Stop rolling 11s.
I would love to.
So for 11 total with the resistances, that one is at half strength. Halstad.
More fire.
Sure, go ahead. We're in that phase where, oh, it misses. We're in that phase.
We're in that part of the game.
Alright, there are 2 left. One is at half strength. One is going to go on Avdol and Yeldrin. Avdol, 20 for 6 damage. Yeldrin, 15. Yeldrin, go ahead.
Punch them off of me. Wow.
No. Yes.
For 9, and then
Okay, and then punch will hit.
for 9 more.
It will dissipate as you smush them underfoot. Avdol. There's
All
one
right.
swarm left.
All right. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna put it
I'll
next to you.
attack.
It's on top of you right now.
Gotcha. 23
23 will hit.
for 12.
Okay. Next swing.
Then 12
12 will hit.
for 14.
That one is half dissipated. Vormash.
Let's go. Pray for no 11s.
You're not next to
Or
it
10s.
yet.
I'm
Oh.
gonna go ahead and move so that.
Oh, wait, actually you are. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It was on
Yeah,
top
it's
of
there?
Yeldrin.
Okay.
I had
Alright.
forgotten. It's too late for
Oh.
this shit. Hit, miss. God
Ah!
damn it. That is enough to dissipate it.
Yay, thank you, fire damage.
That was a fun and a half and laugh.
Right.
were laughing?
Killed me.
That, exactly. All right. So, do we want to go through this room one last time before we call it, or call it now and we can do the room
Let's just
exploration
knock
later?
this room out.
Sure.
Yep.
So you've got a sarcophagus, and the skull is gone.
Who wants to open up the sarcophagus? Oh yeah, I crawl through, so I'm guessing a light goes out.
There were no lights.
No.
It snaps shut.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep,
They're
that's what it's
23.
looking.
For 14 bludgeoning damage as you're caught in its teeth.
Fuck. I'm at 2 health.
Oh.
That's
Is
what
he
I get for not
stuck?
paying attention.
He is stuck. And it is still trying to bite down.
Now hear me out. What if we try to exacerbate the bite?
Just push
Make
up.
it.
Help me out of here.
I'll try to use a strength to open the mouth.
Both of you
Sure.
are strong.
I'll help
so
with another
8.
strength.
That won't do it.
Can I do some kind of?
Okay, he is able to pry the jaw open, and you will fall forward, and it will light back up and reset.
All right. Abdul, I can't do much to you from here, so.
Well, now I'm guessing the eyes lit up again.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
there are 2 of them.
But if
Once
we
one
poke
of
out
us
the-
You are
goes
safe to
through-
crawl through here now.
Well, one of us can, but then we're just gonna run into the exact same problem going out.
My question is, can you see a way to progress in there?
Well, there all are these little holes, but I think that's where the spiders came out of.
Yes.
Do I see anything? Let's see. Looking
Because
around.
if not, just search the tomb and then get out of there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll open the sarcophagus.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics.
Right. Let's see. What's
Are
my
you swole
athletics?
enough?
7.
You are not able to open it.
Well, does someone else want to give it a try?
No.
Okay, I'll look for. Can I do a perception to see if there are any hidden passages?
Go ahead.
Okay. 8.
No.
When I purposefully look for things, I do worse than when I passively look for things. It's amazing.
Keep trying on that sarcophagus. You know that.
I'll try again on
You
the
just kind of
sarcophagus.
messed up and lost your
Okay,
grip.
I wasn't sure if it was a one and done thing.
No, that'd be weird. Like,
The sarcophagus forever
13.
closes.
Ow, I broke my arm.
oh, I
13
broke
good?
my other arm. A 13 wouldn't.
All right.
Wait, are
7.
you rolling
No.
saves or are you rolling
No.
checks?
6.
It was athletics, remember, if you have any more in athletics.
No, I don't.
Okay, no.
19.
Yeah, you open it up. Okay. All right. Inside, a bundle of faded cloth holds serpentine bones of a jaculi, and a staff rests atop these remains.
Okay, do I detect magic on the staff?
Yes.
It's just a pile of wood.
It looks like a snake.
Staff of the snake.
Okay.
All it knows is sticks to snakes.
What are you going to do?
I'll go ahead and touch the staff.
Okay. 2 things happen. 1. Green smoke billows from the staff, coiling around you like a serpent. A sibilant voice whispers in your ear, "Let me help you. I promise to be good." Roll a charisma save.
Let me help you. I promise to be good.
Perfect. Charisma
Wait.
save. Here we go. 17.
You resist the feeling of possession, and the smoke dissipates.
I
I
wonder if that
told
was some
you
kind
I'd
of
be-
charm. Can I make an arcana against it?
You don't recognize anything about it. In fact, you didn't hear anything. You just saw green smoke billow around him and then dissipate.
Okay, so.
Do you now know sticks to snakes?
That's right, you're holding it, so I think you know
Yeah.
what it is.
Hmm.
You know it is. On. There we are. It is a Staff of the Python.
Hmm.
Use an action to speak the staff command word and throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you.
Oh,
the
it's
staff
a-
becomes
Oh my god, I get to
it
see
becomes a
Snake.
giant constrictor snake under your control and acts on its own initiative count.
Of course, the Jewish kid gets the snake staff.
It requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or warlock.
No.
Huh.
Well, all
You
right.
know
We're
it's
certainly
humans.
at least one of them.
You can speak as a bonus action. You can speak a command word to make it return to a staff. But if the creature summoned by the staff reaches 0 HP, it reverts to a staff and shatters.
Wow.
All right. So I'll go ahead, climb out with the staff.
All right, there is one eye left.
Oh, also I extinguished the totally not a great sword.
Sure. Okay.
Is
So
that
you
the
said
name
you
of
had
the
some
weapon
healing
now?
for me. Vormash,
What?
you said you had some healing for me.
Yeah. Here, have a cure wounds because I only have first levels left.
Can I get one of those as well?
Man, I only got so many spell slots, but
God damn,
Me-
you guys
me
are
and
completely
Yeldrin
tapped.
are like near
I
death
mean,
before.
we got our asses kicked by
Why don't
not
we just
even
take
an
a
enemy.
We got our asses kicked by a door.
Yeah.
You challenged the gate.
do you want to just
I'd
take a
rather
short
fight
rest
a
instead?
gazebo.
Couldn't.
No, I'm serious.
I mean, I'd ideally enjoy both healing and a short rest, but I mean, yeah, if you don't want to, I guess.
Okay, whatever.
Well, we're at the end of the night, so why don't we take a short rest as the end?
Sure, that
All right,
sounds
well,
good.
I did source them out. So, Ronnie get 5, Jordan get 10,
Cool.
and that leaves me with only 2 smites. Or sorry, 3 because for some reason, I have to explicitly add a spell for the sheet to think that I have another spell slot, which makes sense.
Sure it does.
Okay, so you guys are figuring out how much you're healing on the short rest, and that will be when we call it for the week. Good night, everyone. That was an interesting session. I can see why they say this is where the kid gloves come off.
No kidding. Night, everyone.
Yes, good night, and we will see you all next Monday, hopefully.
Wow, those rolls.
Way to end
See
the
you
night,
all
Will.
then. Goodbye.